Hello, hello. Okay, it's working. It's working. I'm live into two platforms. Shut the fuck up, babe. Off the live stream. I'm live on the two platforms. I made it. Easy though. Let me check something. If the chat is keeping going. Yeah. I have to check something else about my PC. Yeah, my PC is good to go. My PC is better than expected with all of that. Okay, easy though. Putting my live stream on my cell phone to check something. But today, today, I was wondering about something a little bit serious. Fortunately, I was thinking about greater changes. And what's a greater chance than myself and changing myself? Everything is it is too much abstract. But simplifying, I want to see how much I can go further with this project. I want to see how long I can do it. I want to see what is my limits. I want to test me every single way possible. So I'm gonna put a timer and I will just train in for 5 hours straight up, or as long I can go, because my hand is not made of material of another words now. I put a time on myself and every single time I have to pause, I will pick another food or something else. Let me check with my live stream on my YouTube. 1 second. The music is a little bit too loud. Here we go. Generally, I don't want to put many things on the screen. I just want to put the screen and that's it. But this is a challenge, and this will be a part of a video. Like that. Nah. I'll just talk to you all. But Instead, I think I would just go to into that for 1 hour, something like that. And then I will make tomorrow. I didn't think about that. At least not that much. Okay. I will just act. When you are in doubt, just act. No matter what. You can't stand that long for too much. I like the philosophy that you have to keep going no matter what. Not forcing into something. Have to adjust the music. Not forcing beyond your limits. Just when it needs to. Instead of that, keep flowing like a water in the river. So cringe. You got the point. I was thinking about a lot of things. One of them, of course, is to learn another language. I don't get it how I never understood it. How the people always seek comforts. And when they get there, they stop. We can be so much more. Why did I have to stop? I don't want to stop. Perhaps this entering a very foggy, how can I say that? Philosophy. Perhaps I'm just too obsessed with improvements that I can't understand the people around. When I'm criticized, I think that's great overall. It's different from the other people. People don't like to be criticized. They want to be perfect without making the cut, without making the path to there. But then I think this is cruel with yourself. How can you think that you are so much than you are now? Somehow, someday, something will trigger something that reveals the truth. It's almost a pain that you are cultivating in a garden. You're arming your own trap. That's strange. But I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I only extend that area of the life. Many of the doctors of the area say a lot about the things It's a defense system that people make. Now it's a bit confused because they use that term so much that perhaps in their mind the people are defending of the exterior all the time. Is that true? Everything can be a defense system. Some things are obvious, but overall, I don't know that part. Yeah. What if a meteor crashes? Wait. Let me talk. What if a meteor crashes into, let's say, nuclear asylum? I does not know if the nuclear missiles explodes in contact in a greater impact, or they have to activate something to do that. Great question. I expect to does not know that in practice. Perhaps I can make a video about Valorant. Maybe that game. Nah. I can. I want to make a video about almost every single game that I played. That mark that I can remember. And my hand starting to feeling the pressure around the. Oh, how can I continue that for 5 fucking hours straight up? Recovery. I can answer you with a simple phrase. I have to. That sentence can turn the key of almost any human. You have to. Yeah. This exercise, I feel like I'm gonna show you the graphics. It's too hard for me to evolve on that one. I can see a curve, and I can see that curve, like, but I can. Yeah, I'm evolving. I'm evolving. I think if I. This program is a little bit limited, but if I make a zoom out about the last 200s, I think we'll be almost the same. My high score was 63 and 64 and 65,000 for almost 2 months. Yeah, yeah. What's my opinion about Fanboy? Great question. Hmm. It is interesting that recently the woman that were born as men are becoming greater and greater influence into society. And my experience, I think that there is more males that turned into females than the opposite. Much more. The human scale, man has a higher chance to be born than human. But it is slicing 50 points something else. 50.2%. In my studies, men tend to die a lot more than human. Like, look at jobs and I'm radical, men mentality in general. They tend to risk more in a lot of things. About diseases, I does not know. Perhaps I will assume that it is almost the same for men and women. Perhaps not, because there is more richer men than richer women, but there is more poor men than poor women. In the main scale, this goes to down and to up a lot more than women. So perhaps men will die a lot more for disease, but I does not know that. I does not know that. It's only a theory. Why I'm making all of these assumptions and telling you all this? Huh. Simple. If there is more women on the world except China, we'll exclude that for a little bit later. There is more women in general. Why there is so many men that are virgins and incels and that shit? I will assume that it is because the women are sleeping with the same minority group of men. Probably richer, taller, muscular, beautiful. Sexually desired things. And the fanboy are not women, are men, boy, that is on the name, are boy that are act and are prone to wear the dresses of women. That's what I understand about that fanboy culture. And I will assume that fanboy in general tends to like men in a romantic way. I think that's positive in general, because if there is not so many women for the men, apparently they will cover that. The problem is that men tend to like young women, and that can be explained why there is so many men that whatever, you understand that? And the same way goes to the fanboy. Men like more young fanboy than older fanboys. But we get older over time. So that man can grow beard, can grow the voice will go. It's not so smooth that it was before. So the fanboy can get older over time. The fanboy, the man, can even go to lose the hair, gain some weights, and go on. And perhaps this relationship that both men created will no longer exist on the future. You can construct a relationship into a fantasy. Fantasies are supposed to be lived, dreamed, and in future lived. Not to construct a solid base, a solid foundation of the structure around it. That's my opinion. What's your opinion about, already told you about Fanboy, about Tungyo? There is a lot of men that like that, and probably more than you were thinking. And even more probably more than I'm thinking. Perhaps half of the men of the world have some attraction to Tomboy. I does not know. Recently I was perhaps was me. Perhaps was I live inside a bubble. But I was seeing a lot of submissive men. And if I'm seeing that, I know that women tends to be more submissive than men in percentage. If I'm seeing a lot of submissive men and over the time, this make me think, how many of these submissive men likes Tomboy? Like the woman to be dominating you over you. I'm not about sex, in sex or something that profound, no. About dynamic. Like she dominates you in every single way. She told you to do that. She do everything. That's something that I calked me. Calked? I think it is calked. And suddenly Amy is not that I don't feel that I am a pussy to while Amy. Suddenly it is funny though. Or something. Thank God I like submiss men. Maybe. So much welcome to my live stream. Not no actually. I don't like them. I love them. Perhaps I should get in love with someone. You have a boyfriend. Perhaps I can make a clip on that and send to them. I'll make a clip of that and I will send to him. But he already know. Vulpix, today I made something very fucking easy, but interesting. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And I can stream on the... Oh, I think I can't say that. I'm streaming 2 platforms at the same time. I cannot tell you what that it... But I can... I can stream in, I think, 5 platforms at the same time. As long as my PC can get it. Yes, my boyfriend Submythic XDXA, what did you do? You can't see the red platform. I know. I messed it up. I'm gonna to be banned. There are 3 people watching my live stream. Myself, you, and some Russian spy. And he's gonna tell the Twitch about it. I'm just chatting and while I was doing some stupid challenge, aiming for 5 hours straight up. Oh, what's a great idea. Why you can't sleep? Because if I sleep, I will wake up with 11 a.m. I hate to wake up later that too late. I think I will go up for the entire night until my hands give up. Let me see. I do have a Russian accent when you are speaking English. Did I? Perhaps. Perhaps because my brain started English into another accent. I don't think I have Russian. When I was a kid, I had a problem to say the R. And in Portuguese, I give up about that. But in other languages, I really make the effort to say it. Was difficult at the beginning, but today is more natural. Anyway, today I was playing Valorant and something interesting happened. Somehow, my aim on that game is fucking tragic. Sucks deep into my soul. I'm a bronze to silver to perhaps gold, perhaps. I thought that I would be gold to platinum, not that much, like really trash. But suddenly, I can't control the recoil on that game. It seems to be random. Every single weapon have a random recoil. Like a chance to... You made a red shot. Some Americans told me I have an Australian or British accent when I'm talking English. No one can control voluntary recoil. They can master, but can't control you. I'm into you. And this made me trash on that game. Because I control recoil on every single game that I play. Overwatch, Soldier, easy. Helldivers, every single submachine gun, machine gun, assault rifle, every single one of them. Even the sniper have a recoil. But it is easy to control. It's random, but not so... I think it's random, but it's not so random as I expect. In Valorant, impossible. I don't get that. Like you're in front of some enemy 10 meters away. If you crouch, hold the left button of the mouse, you will not shoot at him. Like you can control you can control as long as you can be a god, you will not shoot at him 10 meters away. It's strange, really. I don't think that CS is like that. CS, I watched some matches, not too much. But in CS, I watched people crouching, walking, and making the spray on people 15 meters away and still get it with headshots. In Valorant, if you walk while if you walk, if you jump, if you do anything, the aim give up. You will not shoot at him. If you spray, depends. You have to get lucky on there. You can master, but you have to get luck. Let me see. It's like the worst recoil. It's the worst recoil I have ever seen. And I've played CS. I didn't. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, people try to do that control violent recoil. If do anything except stand still, your recoil will go nuts. Even stand still. Even that moment. Strange. Strange. I will play Valorant. Not today, but I want to learn a lot more of that game. Because I don't like that mechanic, but in general I like exotic mechanics about aiming. The only one that I don't get it is the Marvel Rivals, because you have to aim, you have your crosshair on the middle, but you don't aim into the crosshair, and that's you have to aim a little bit on the... You have to put your crosshair on the right of the character to aim correctly. And that's made me mad on every single level. Also, aiming with weapons, you have an option to aim exactly worse than just shooting. You have to aim... Yeah, because in Valorant, if you open the ADS, you actually shoot slower than while on nothing. You have more precision, but your rate of fire is halved. You have to main in the right, to the right, because of how the camera works exactly. And the day that Marvel puts first person, I'll play that game for 1 month straight. It would be interesting to play with some characters that teleports all the time, like Black Panther. Even imagine play first person with the Iron Fist. See in your hands. Also, I don't think I was saying about my rivals, about something of the community. Iron Fist seems to be hated in general to play against, and nobody cares if someone play on your team. Am I correct on that assumption? Iron Fist is a hated character. More hated than Jeff. The Jeff's youths. If I played that game a little bit more. In Overwatch, I can see every single pattern of the game because perhaps more than 100 hours. I think it is more if I count time watched. Not watch it, watch it. And I can recognize every single partons. Let me see. Oh, I don't get the Jeff hate because he's a small character, so he has a small root box like the Yordles in League of Legends. Yeah. But the heads of the Jeff is giant, so I can see that point. It is the Iron Fist. The Iron Fist is a rated character to play against, but it is fine in general. I slept for I think 10 seconds. I was playing with Iron Fist, but Wolverine seems to be a lot better than Iron Fist. Perhaps I just have to get better at the game. Oh yeah? Support mains hate Iron Fist. Well, they used to hate him more. Now, I don't really see a reason to hate him, since it's easier to survive his attacks now that he's off tank and a tank counter. As a tank counter, Wolverine is indeed better. So basically, Iron Fist is a tank counter, but Wolverine is a better tank counter. I only play Iron Fist when there is some Looney Snow on the team. I'm not playing Black Panther, Magica. I play with what my team needs. I saw a short on YouTube about Marvel Rivals logic. Was like Rook Punch, 40 damage, Mjolnir from the Thor, 45 damage, some random nuts, 110 damage. And the Marvel is something else. I want to see a graphic of the game telling what's happening with Overwatch and Marvel after the release of the game. Because Overwatch seems pretty much the same, but with more efforts. Like they have a concurrence, they have a rival. No. But the rhythm of the out of things seems the same for Overwatch. In Marvel, I don't know if the players kept. Let me see your comments. Wolverine is better at tank countering, while Iron Fist is better at diving the back line and flying characters. Fair. Less people have played Overwatch. Blizzard themselves says that they are being quite affected by Marvel Rivals' success. But till now, I think there is 1 year and something about the Marvel Rivals release. And still there. That's why in they lock it in with the stadium and the loot boxes. Yeah, at the beginning I remember that. But at the end. I remember one thing. I will go to the chats and son. But basically, some friend of mine sent me a message about the new mythic weapon of the Mercy. He basically was like, "This is so trash. This weapon is so annoying. This weapon is the Antichrist. These rats of the, the weapon is the Antichrist. I played the game 20 minutes and I was fucking..." And then okay. Okay, man. But so cute. Did you like it, Dance? I don't have an opinion. I don't play Mercy. And Mercy has 3 mythic weapons at this point. So I don't even remember... Remember one that it is white. It's technologic. The rest I don't. He told me that the head of the rats occupy half of the screen. And he really emphasized the rats. Like, the rat is annoying. Hence I did. It's a cute magical girl weapon. It makes sense. It's actually a cat also. He emphasized a lot that it is a rat. If you like it, you represent some parts of the community that like that. Why would someone care about not being able to see clearly when you're playing Mercy? I did not say that. I didn't say that. I will let it be clear. I'm not a part of it, I'm just reading some comments. I have fear of the Mercy communities. All of them have super focus on that character in a way and form that sounds like a religion. Perhaps a little bit more intense and serious than one. If I was a part of the Mercy community, I will seriously think about make a official organization on the states, like in the US government. A part of the government have to have mercy from the community representatives to function. I know. Yeah. I'll go with that play, and after that I will pick a food that is cooking outside the fridge. But my eyes is hurting, my hands is hurting, but none of that will stop me. What it is stopping me is my health. Perhaps I want to sleep today. And I think I will do. And tomorrow I will go with the live a little bit longer, more prepared, intense, and everything. Because can be so much interesting to you all seeing me shooting at the yellow balls for 5 hours straight up. I also want to see what it is looking like on the YouTube when I finish the live stream. Makes sense, it's okay for you to sleep at times like this. If you're tired, it's okay. Perhaps I'm more than tired. But I'm gonna end watch some important things about politics and geoeconomics in general. And something about Bitcoin, something about a nerd game that I was interested in playing. And I'm going to sleep. See you all on the next live stream. I'm gonna improve that. I'm gonna make that work. I'll see you all. Don't say that. Proof. I think I will delete this live stream for security. You can do it. I think I will have to. So see you all on the next live. Bye bye.